Okay, guys, there is evil afoot. And if I wasn't convinced before, which I was, I'm definitely convinced now. You cannot tell me that there is not a conspiracy going on between Chris and the producers and Paige over here with her naive self just going along with it all. I don't understand. How is it that the producers already know? And Kristen told them before Heaton told Paige. Can somebody help me understand this? I don't believe that this is something that they just found out. I really don't. I believe that this has been a planned story to unfold. I believe that Paige, with her in the cloud self, trying so bad to make this all come together, I think that he knew that this girl was pregnant. His ex-fiance, yes, if you didn't know, Chris announced that his ex-fiance is pregnant. You can't tell. Something is fishy. Something's fishy. I don't like it. I need some answers as to what's going on. Welcome to Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 5. I'm sorry. Obviously, this is no longer Married at First Sight, but this is Chris and Paige at First Sight. Let's get into it. So I would have to say that this has already been a crazy few episodes. I mean, we saw, couples in the past that were just wrong and mismatched. And we've even seen some jerks like Luke and the guy who was with the ice skater and stuff like this. But this is on a whole nother level. This is draining. This is infuriating. This is absolutely embarrassing. But before we get into it, hi guys, my name is Brittany. I know I just started ranting. My bad. My name is Brittany, aka the Fruitful Wife, and I am the marriage cheerleader. I want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the Fruitful Family. Cherie, hit the subscribe button. On this channel, you will find marriage inspiration, you will find marriage motivation, and I will be reviewing TV shows about what? You guessed it, marriage. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Remember, the Fruitful Wife also has channel memberships that give you behind the scenes access, extra content, series, teachings, and access to the private members only Facebook group that is poppin'. Grab yourself a membership. Best decision you will make in 2021. Okay. So, Chris, once again, a lot of whining, a lot of crying, a lot of woe with me. Paige, a whole bunch of, oh, well, let me go make sure he's okay. Well, let me go see if he's all right. Let me go check on him. Oh, this is such a horrible situation, but God has led me here, and he'll never give me more than I can bear. I hate when the word is twisted and manipulated in this way. First and foremost, God did not lead you here. Okay? Holy Spirit did not lead you here. Holy Spirit is not the author of confusion. God is going to connect you and lead you to someone who is A, equally yoked, 2, or B, not wrapped up in sin and foolishness. Okay. I'm so tired of these women blaming God for them getting themselves into situations or taking on projects that God never told you to. God does not tell you to take on projects, boo-boo. So I'm tired of the Christian faith being showcased in this way. I'm tired of these very toxic, manipulative mindsets and perspectives that Paige and Chris have. And not only, yes, Black community, and it's Black History Month. Yes, indeed that. But also, as the believing Christian community, I'm just like, enough already with the God doesn't and God does. You don't know, obviously. You don't know, Paige. And yes, Chris is absolutely a jerk. But Paige, you are going to have to stand up and take some responsibility and realize that you are walking this out on national TV and you are giving a very toxic view of what a Black Christian woman should be. This is not okay. This is not okay. This is not okay. And I'm tired of folk who do not have the endurance and the discipline to truly get in the secret place with the Most High, taking their lustful desires, taking their fleshly wants, and saying that God is telling them to do it. And as soon as something bad happens, now you want to blame it on God testing you. He is not testing your vows. You are testing your vows because you got yourself in this predicament. You should have trusted your gut when you realized that he didn't even make eye contact with you, when he was saying his vows, when he danced around you because he didn't want to kiss you after you were pronounced husband and wife, and he decided to kiss you on the cheek. You should have known when he said that he was having a panic attack because he did not find you attractive. Come on. Okay. So Brianna and Vincent. Yes, let's take a look at them. We know that Vincent, as soon as he hit Vegas, he got some really concerning news about his grandmother. Turns out she was sick and had a heart attack. I hope she is doing well. And they decided that they, were just gonna confide and really comfort one another. I love the way Brianna was there, and Vincent just kept on reiterating how she was down for him, there for him, how he truly appreciated her, how even in that vulnerable moment, she was able to be by his side. And what we were able to see, I really do love how Brianna was able to handle it, and they consummated a Zim marriage, which is pretty exciting for them. Yes, it's very soon, but again, they are husband and wife. And before you come for me in the comments, the difference between Brianna and Vincent and Paige and Chris is that one relationship is clearly and blatantly toxic from the jump, and the other one is not. Husband and wife, I'm glad that they were able to confide and comfort one another. And I'm also happy that they were able to consummate the marriage. Okay, so let's move on to Haley and Jacob. Haley seems still very uncomfortable. She seems like she's still very awkward. We do have to understand that it has been a very long time since she has been in a relationship. So we cannot expect her to just fall into his arms. Plus, they are completely different people. And honestly, I really think that they are an awkward match. I really don't understand the logic behind the experts pairing them. I do know that, you know, he's allowing the quirkiness to come out with the graphic tees and the fanny packs and you know, things like that. And I really think that she does really just want to try to make this work. But what was so interesting to me that stood out is that she was like, well, you know, I'm the one who decided to get married to a stranger. So, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. And that just lets me know that, you know, there is not a blatant attraction there. She still is feeling awkward, maybe even uncomfortable. And it seems like she's just really trying to tough it out and see why the experts matched her and Jacob. Jacob is smitten. Jacob is attracted. Jacob is like, you may be young, but you're ready. Ready to learn. You're not a little girl. You're a woman. Jacob is ready. Jacob is so ready, honey. He's like, Haley, say the word. Say the word. And I got you. Okay? And I got you. And I got you. Haley, of course, is far from that. Haley's just, I think she's slowly but surely coming out of the shock that she married a stranger, the fact that she hasn't been in any type of relationship with a man in many years. I think it's 7 years that she hasn't. I think that this is going to be interesting to play out. I really, you know, I just, her guard is up and he is just so awkward. I mean, even when you look at their friends, because I like to look at who people decide to spend their time with. Yes, they may seem one way, but you can really tell a lot about a person by the company that they keep, right? So, I mean, even just looking at Haley's friends, looking at Jacob's friends, and seeing how on the opposite side of the spectrum they are. Now, I'm not saying that it can't work. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that Haley is going to really have to be open to this process for her to truly be able to see Jacob in a romantic, loving, holy matrimony way, right? So I love how Haley and Jacob went to dinner. They had on their cool little light up glasses, their little Kanye West glasses from back in the day. And, you know, she was really just kind of having fun with him. I like how she let her hair down. Quiet as it's kept, Haley was very saucy, and she's been saucy the entire time, just like Virginia. We can see how they're coping. And I loved how they were able to have a conversation. Jacob wasn't as weird. He wasn't as weird. I know that he's very reserved, but he does seem like maybe there is some nervousness there. But you know, it seemed like they enjoyed dinner, and while they were underground looking at the sharks while they had dinner, they shared a kiss. All right, so on to Virginia and Eric. Honey, this half young, half old couple living it up in Vegas. It seems like, you know, the high of the wedding is starting to come down, and they are really starting to venture into deeper conversations. And you see that Eric is kind of bossy. I mean, telling her when to get done, how to do it, how to get dressed. Well, why are you wearing that if we're going to the pool? Well, why are you curling your hair if we're going to the water? And it's going to take you this long. Well, I'm going to lie to you and tell you that it started this time so you can do that. And then, just seeing, even while they were at the pool, these rules. The rules is that, guys and girls, can't be more than friends, which honestly, I don't agree with that. I don't believe that girls and guys can't only be friends. I don't truly believe that. There are some guy friendships that I have where they have never dishonored me, disrespected me, talked out of the way, even given a drop of innuendo, and vice versa. I just don't agree with that. I know this is a very controversial topic, and people go both sides, but I feel like it's all about the posture of your heart. I really do believe the Bible when it says all things are pure to the pure. So if all things are not pure, then maybe you're not pure. And Eric mentioned, every guy, when they have a friend, they're thinking about hooking up with them. No, and he said 100%. I don't believe that, Eric. I believe that maybe you still got a little dog in you, and that's how you see women. But I don't think that every man does that. And no, they don't have to be attached to another woman or gay. For that not to happen. I believe that is your specific perspective, because that's how you feel, because that's how you are. A hit dog will holler. And he mentioned to her, well, if you cheat on me, it's over. And he said that more than once. I'm like, did his ex-wife cheat on him or something? Is that why he keeps bringing it up? Like, why is that even a factor? Can somebody help me? Y'all, I got some mango bubbly sparkling water. It's really good. So I'm just like, and I'm kind of, and yes, Virginia is a party girl. No, I don't think that she is ready for marriage. Even though that she says that she is. And I just don't understand why drinking and partying is so important to her. And she's like, well, I'm still young. I'm 26 ain't young. Is it? I mean, maybe it's just me, because when I was 26, I was on my second marriage. I had 3 children. I was developing a career and starting a company or running a company with my mother. I mean, I don't see how 26 is that young. I was real grown at 26, making grown folk decisions. And I'm not knocking it, but I don't get it. I'll just say it like that. I don't get it. I understand those who are natural extroverts who feel revived and refreshed by relationships and connecting and being social. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. There's beauty in extroverts and introverts. But you don't talk about making connections with loved ones and friends and bonding. You talking about drinking. You talking about bars, partying. I don't get it, sis. But even with that, I'm starting to see, it ain't all just Virginia is the reason that this marriage may not work out if it doesn't. But I'm starting to see, like, at the end of the day, Eric, I know that she's younger than you, but she is also not a child. And you cannot change anyone, right? Either you have to meet them where they are and love them where they are at, or you're gonna have to leave them where they at. Love them where they at, or leave them where they at. And that is just the honest to goodness truth. Yes, I feel like if that's an issue for you, yes, state your case. But you really can't. You can't force people to do anything that they don't want to do or they're not ready to do. So I just thought that was interesting. And Eric talked about people not being able to handle his trips and how he's gone 15 days out of the month, home 15 days of the month. And she's like, yeah, but I'm at work, so I'm still not really seeing you, because even if you're home in the morning, I gotta go clock in. And I get that and I understand that. But he's a pilot. He's a pilot. And honestly, the way that you want to hang out and party, he's not gonna want to do that. You might want that time away so you can be social. Hopefully not doing as much as the drinking and partying, but if you need to be social, then maybe that won't be so bad for you, right? Because I'm sure when he's home, he's going to want your undivided attention and not you going out every single night while he is off the clock. But these are things that they have to make known and let it be clear. And speaking of let known and let it be clear, let's get into it with Ryan and Clara. I'm just, honestly, the way I feel about Ryan is, you're making a big deal about this faith thing, but you should have led with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't something that shouldn't be, what's the word I'm looking for? This isn't something that you should really push on her now. This is something that you should have been pushing while they were asking you questions, while they were interviewing you, while you were getting the psych evaluations, while you were filling out that 300 questionnaire, okay? Faith should have been at the top of your list. I cannot marry someone that I do not share the same faith with. And now, you guys are unequally yoked. You are not going to be able to force her and push her, because any relationship she has with God has to be a true and authentic one. And you can't make her feel bad for it, because it is her free will to worship or not worship, to believe, not to believe. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan's like, I want to raise my kids in church. I feel like it's important to have that foundation. And I'm 100% agree. My children ain't got no choice. My children, if I'm going to church, you going to church. And I know that people feel differently about that, but guess what? It take all kinds in the world. And as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Now, what you do when you get grown, that's between you and the God you serve. But while I'm paying your bills and feeding you food, you going to church, boo-boo. And that's on period. I'm not going to force you to do nothing, but you ain't finna be laying on my couch, receiving my good cold air condition, watching my good expensive cable while I'm in the house of the Lord. We all going. And that's just how I run my home. You run your home how you see fit within the guidelines of the law. But Clara, on the other hand, is like, I don't want my kids to be forced to go to church. I want them to experiment. I want them to try things. I want them to feel like they can even, research and learn about other faiths and religions and stuff like that. Honey, Ryan had the tight lip over there. Yeah, you done messed up. Now, Claire seems like a really sweet girl. She's a little chatterbox. And she seems like she's a little insecure and a tad bit paranoid. And before, coming here, she has made some really horrible choices in men. But she's yours now. She's yours. And y'all are going to have to work that thing out. And, if winning her over to the faith again, you're going to have to lead by example and love on her, and not beat her with the Bible, and not condemn her, not kick her while she's down. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bible says this: if the if the unbeliever is pleased to dwell with you, let him dwell with you. So Ryan, she seemed like as of now she pleased to dwell with you, bro. You gonna have to dwell with her then. I mean, that's according to the Bible, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? So I felt that was interesting. You know, they went and looked at the dolphins and spent that quality time together. And yeah, you know, faith, family, finances. If y'all do not 100% agree on those three things, then it ain't gonna be easy, bro. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I'm saying why put extra hard work on your plate when you ain't got to? When if you just make sure that those three things in order, you got a fighting chance. As far as faith, y'all need to have the same faith. Y'all need to be equally yoked, whether it's the same unfaith or the same faith. Come on, if y'all want a chance to make it work, how can two walk together unless they agree? That's the word. And then family, you got to know, okay, well, do we both want big families? Do we both want no kids at all? You know, how are we going to raise our children? What does raising a family mean to us as a unit? You know, are we going to be on the same page? Are we going to raise our children in church or not? Are our children going to be christened, or are they going to be dedicated, or nothing? You know what I'm saying? What? You guys need to agree. Do we agree on 10 kids? Do we agree on one child? Do we agree to start as soon as we say I do? Or do we want to wait, 5 years later? You got to agree on faith, family, and finances. Who is the main breadwinner? Is it an equal partnership? Do I feel comfortable as a husband, my wife, being at home, making sure that the home is managed and cultivated in a safe space for us? Is that important to me, or do I want to split everything down the middle? Do I believe in joint accounts on everything? Or, I have my account, you have your account, and then we pay the bills together. I mean, if you don't agree with those things 100%, those three things, then it ain't it, boo-boo. It ain't it. Those things are extremely important. And there's just no getting around that. But when the couples all got together in the lounge, all of the couples, Paige had been stressed out, and her and Chris had met for dinner before. Now, somebody help me out. He just said to the producers, she's not his type. To her friends, she's not his type. Paige, I'm having a panic attack because you are not my type. I thought, sleeping with you would bring us closer together, but it didn't. And now I'm panicking. Oh, okay. And now that we're at dinner and I done told you that my ex-fiance is pregnant. First of all, when did these folk get married? Because he said that the last time they were together were in May. May, they're 6 weeks. The girl is 6 weeks pregnant. Very interesting to me. Very interesting at 6 weeks, because 6 weeks you're literally at 6 weeks you're just finding out. Now I've had 3 churn, and my youngest is 8, so maybe they doing things differently now. I don't know. I'm trying to get back into the baby race again. But if I'm not mistaken, I found out at 6 weeks and wasn't able to get an appointment until 8 weeks. Now, technology is developing every day, but he was like, she's known for a few weeks now. So if she's known for 3 weeks and she's 6 weeks pregnant, then that means she would have had to find out she was pregnant at 3 weeks, which I don't even know if it's detectable at 3 weeks. She's 6 weeks pregnant. What I need I need the mathematicians and I need some dates and numbers because this ain't making no sense to me. I feel like he knew before, the producers knew before that Paige had a gut feeling that something wasn't right, but she let herself go in it anyway. And then now he's at dinner talking about, you're beautiful and my attraction has grown for you and you are wonderful, intelligent, smart woman, which we all knew anyway, of course. But now he's talking like he's done some kind of 180 and you are my wife and I put you as priority. I put you above her and above my kid. And I'm just like, what is this? What is this? How is it that day 1 and now day 3, you're completely talking different? It's almost like I need to have the upper hand, right? I need to be the one in control. I need to be the one that says either we're on or we're off. I need to keep you guessing and hanging and you not the other way around. So I'm going to say whatever I need to say to you to get you smiling and cheesing. Paige, why you cheesing? I don't understand. Why you cheesing? He over here telling you this stuff and you almost biting your lip off trying not to smile. Oh. I'm going to bed. I thank you so much for watching this. If you made it to the end of this video, first of all, I want to say thank you and I appreciate you for rocking with me for 32 minutes. And second, I want to say comment down below. Why you cheesing? Also, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you don't have a Fruitful Wife membership, go ahead and grab a Fruitful Wife membership. I love you all. I thank you for joining me. And until next time, be fruitful and